In today's video, I'll be loading my September fragrance tray and giving you a recap of my August fragrance tray. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As I said, today's video, we'll be loading my September fragrance tray. But before we do that, we will get into my August tray and I'll let you guys know like how the fragrances worked out for me. So let's go ahead and get into the August fragrance recap. All right, so this was my August fragrance tray. I'm getting ready to clear it off. So let's just go through the fragrances. Now, first, we are going to start with a fragrance that is no longer on this tray. So the fragrance I'm referring to, I will pop a picture of it, but it's from the Merchant of Venice and it's called Le Finis Parfum. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But that fragrance is not on the tray because I decided to declutter it. It was a pretty like vanilla floral scent, but for me, it just didn't wow me. It was a new fragrance. And honestly, when I wore it, I was unimpressed and I didn't want to reach for it. Like I was just like, it just didn't feel like me. So I decided to part ways with it because like I don't have any emotional ties to it. I knew that it would just be a fragrance that would sit in my collection. So I went ahead and got rid of it. And I know a lot of people were actually looking for that fragrance because Demi Rawling recently mentioned it. So I figured it was selling out places. So I figured, let me just let mine go because I'm not going to wear this fragrance. So yeah, that's what I did. So that's why it's not on this tray. Next fragrance I have here is YSL Libre. This is the original version, and this is a lavender vanilla scent. The lavender is prominent here. The vanilla is not too sweet. It's more so like just the vanilla spice, and I believe this has orange blossom in it as well, or some other florals as well. But to me, this is kind of like a corporate scent. That's what it reminds me of, a corporate baddie. And I remember putting this on the tray for August and just kind of like, I haven't worn this like in years. And I'm glad I put it on the tray because even though I didn't use up my little tiny bottle, I enjoyed wearing it. I think I wore it about twice and I liked it. I really liked it. It felt clean, it felt classy, but it still didn't feel boring to me. And yeah, I don't know that it will be a fragrance I'll reach for like a ton, but I am glad to still have it. And I'm glad that I retried it because I really enjoyed wearing it. Next up is Vanilla Vice from Sniff. So this is a vanilla fragrance that to me kind of comes off like an ice cream smelling vanilla, but then it kind of has that almost like a waffle cone type note to it, like some sort of like almost like burning or caramelized sugar type of note to it. And I have to say, like, I wasn't super familiar with this fragrance. It was sent to me from the brand, but I haven't like worn it a lot. And so I'm glad I put it on the tray, but I will say I didn't enjoy wearing this. I wore it twice and both times I was kind of just like, it's something in it that is not doing it for me. So since this one was sent to me, I'm not going to sell it, but I'll probably give it to my daughter if she wants it, or I'll save it to give to a friend or a friend's daughter when they come over, because I do feel like it is a youthful scent. I don't feel like it's juvenile, but I feel like a lot of girls or teenagers would like a fragrance like this. So I'm going to move this out of my collection to give to somebody. Next up is Mojave Ghost from Byredo. This is like a clean, airy, woody scent. To me, it has this like aromatic nature to it. It's a cool girl vibe scent, and I did enjoy wearing it. It gives me spa type vibes. It also reminds me of a trip that I took with a friend. And so every time I wear it, I'm put in that mindset, especially when I do the whole like body routine, because I have the lotion and the body wash for this as well. So I did enjoy wearing this. I didn't wear it as much as I thought I would, to be honest. I think I only wore this maybe twice, but I did enjoy wearing it, so I'll be putting this back in its little spot. Next up was Tom Ford White Suede. I remember putting this one on the tray because I wanted to use it up or put a big dent in it, and that is simply because I have a backup bottle. I found a backup bottle for a really good price and I bought it, a big one, and so I love this fragrance. I'm not trying to get rid of it just to get rid of it, but it's because I have a backup bottle. But I did enjoy wearing it. I wore it probably, I know I wore it at least once a week for all of August, but I'm pretty sure there were some weeks I wore it twice. So I probably wore it 5 or 6 times. Really enjoyed it. This is one of those fragrances that I feel like I just can't get tired of. It's a suede scent, but it's very tame. It has a bit of muskiness to it. It does kind of have a slight smoky undertone, according to some people. And I can get that too, but if you read Fragrantica, I think I saw somebody say it smells like an ashtray. I don't think it smells like that. So I think it smells like a nice high quality suede with some musk. Next up is Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is a airy pistachio scent that is sweet. It has some bright citruses to it. It's fluffy, marshmallow-like. I enjoy wearing this. I probably wore it maybe 3 times, but I do really like this scent, and I find it to be a gourmand that is not sickly sweet, and so it's perfect for hot weather, and it layers well with a lot of different things. Next up was Roja Isola Blue, and this is a bougie citrus scent. So to me, the citruses in here are bright, like bright and zesty. I feel like it's bergamot and lemon, I believe. I don't know, but there's this bright, like kind of sharp citrusy nature to this, but also kind of has this oceanic vibe to it. Like it doesn't smell like salty sea air, but the way this fragrance is composed feels very airy, and very like ocean air like. I don't know how to explain that, but to me this is a standout citrus fragrance. Like this is a more special citrus fragrance. I only wore this one maybe once, maybe twice. I remember one time I wore this to a happy hour with my friend, actually no, to a wine tasting with my friend, and she just kept complimenting me. Like she actually interrupted the sentence to tell me like how good I smelled, like multiple times. So even though this is a citrus and citrus fragrances can be deemed boring, I feel like this is a very special citrus and I love it. Next up is Holidays from Mancera. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's a coconut scent, kind of goes that sunscreen route, so it's thick, it's creamy. It has some white or some tropical type florals in it. I do really enjoy this fragrance, but I think I only wore it once this entire month. I expected to wear it more, but I don't know. I feel like this summer in general, I just was not in my coconut phase like I usually am. So I will be putting this back in my collection. I'm not getting rid of it, but I was kind of surprised that I didn't really feel like reaching for this that much. Next up was Smoking Hot from Kilian. This is my hookah scent, and I love this fragrance. Now, this is not the type of fragrance that I knew that when I put it on the tray that I may only wear it once, and indeed, I only wore it once. I wore it out somewhere, and it was amazing. I loved it, but it's not a fragrance that would be like an everyday fragrance for me, especially not at this time of year, but it worked beautifully even in this heat at night. And I still love this fragrance and can't wait to get more use out of it this upcoming fall, winter. And then lastly is Herbal Gold. Now, I remember putting this one on my tray as like an everyday type of scent. And I have to say, I didn't use it that much. I might have worn it twice. And I think part of that and part of, I don't limit myself on my trays. So my trays just serve as like an easy reach area, but I still wear stuff. And so I think one of the reasons that I only wore this particular fragrance maybe like twice is because I got a lot of new fragrances that I've been trying out. I've been testing things. And so with that, my fragrance tray gets neglected. And I feel like that's kind of where this was, because this is a fragrance I really like. It's an easygoing scent. It's a fruit bowl, like a melon forward fruit bowl. But we had a lot of rainy days. And so I felt myself just not really reaching for these super fruity scents, going more for like vanillas and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I just didn't wear it very much, but I do still love it. So I'm getting ready to load my September tray, and this time I am doing it a little bit different, so I figured I'll show my face for a few minutes. But this, normally with my fragrance trays, I have categories, and it's very organized, and I like to do that because number one, it makes it fun for me to pick out a tray every month, but also it gives me guidance so that this fragrance tray can actually serve as an easy reach. So typically I have categories, and I like to have a fragrance that fits into each category so that no matter what's going on, I have some sort of easy reach at my fingertips. And if you haven't seen my previous fragrance tray videos, I'll link them for you, because I feel like as I'm explaining it, that may be confusing, but if you watch one of my videos, you'll get it immediately. So this time around, I decided not to do that. So September is my birthday month. And so because September is my birthday month, I decided that I'm just gonna treat myself in a lot of different ways. And that doesn't necessarily mean spending more money. It means just like pouring into myself. September is a month that I generally love, but it also is a month that is difficult for me, especially since my mom passed. And I just feel like I just want to be nice to myself. So with that being said, I decided to skip the categories for this fragrance tray, and I just pulled out a lot of fragrance, or I still stuck to 10 fragrances, but I pulled out 10 fragrances that I just love. And I could have put so many more on this, but I really just didn't want to overthink it. Just the first fragrances that came to mind that I wanted to put on my tray, I put on my tray because it's my birthday month. Like, why not just treat myself every day? And some of my like favorite fragrances I don't wear very often because I don't want to spoil their memories. Like some of my fragrances I feel like too good to wear to the grocery store, but I feel like having them on this tray, like maybe I want to wear a $500 fragrance to the grocery store. If I want to do that, I'm gonna do it, you know? So anyway, decided to treat myself for my birthday. Next month, we'll be back to our regular fragrance tray that I always do. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this September fragrance tray. So the first fragrance that I have for this month's tray is from Xerjoff, and this is Le Var del Sole. Now, in all honesty, I had already picked out a September tray, and this is one of the fragrances that I was going to put on it. And I still just wanted to wear it, even though it is not a fragrance that I've loved for a super long time or anything like that. I do love it, and I feel like this is a great time of year to wear it. So this is a kind of hard to explain fragrance, as like it's the common theme with the fragrances I love, it seems. But it's like a solar, floral, coconutty, tropical, spicy scent. It's a lot going on in this fragrance. So you have those like tropical florals. I believe it has coconut in here as well. I think tuberose as well. But then you also have all these spices. And it reminds me, like the smell of it reminds me of the bottle. Like it's a warm fragrance. And it's like nothing I've ever smelled, to be honest. I don't feel like it got good reviews when it came out. Like this is not a popular one. It hasn't been out a super long time, but like this was a love at first sniff for me when I got my nose on it. I blind bought it, loved it, and yeah, no looking back. I love this fragrance, and I'm excited to play around with it some more this month. Next up is this one. It's Amarud Apricot Nectar. And this is a fragrance I picked up at Scent Explorer last year. And it's one that, again, was love at first sniff for me. It is an apricot fragrance. It does have some darker notes in it, like some woody notes. I'm assuming oud is in here because of the name of the company. But to me, I don't really necessarily pick out oud specifically. I just pick out like a nondescript woodiness, a beautiful apricot, some florals that lean in the sweet direction, almost like honeyed type florals. A really pretty scent, but to me still interesting. And it makes me happy whenever I smell this. Next up, we have another Xerjoff fragrance, and this is Dolce Amalfi. If you followed me for a while, then this is no stranger to the channel. This is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. It's my sexy, juicy fruit gum fragrance. It smells like a burst of tropical fruits, but then that is juxtaposed with these dark Christmas type spices. So spices like clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, those types of spices, cardamom. It's a beautiful fragrance, and I feel like this is one of those fragrances that just feels like me in a bottle. And honestly, all the fragrances here today, I feel like they feel like me. And I don't really know how to explain it, but they feel like me fragrances, every single one of the ones that I chose. Next up is another long-term love, and this is from Roja Parfums. It's Creation E Parfum Cologne. This is my sexy rum and coke fragrance, or cognac and coke. That will probably be more accurate. It is beautiful, boozy, spicy, but also sweet and creamy. And the way that this particular version of this fragrance is done, it has this airiness to this. So a lot of people view this fragrance as like a fall winter scent. And I mean, I know y'all think that September's fall, but it ain't, y'all. And not until the end of September. And where I live, we don't get any fall weather until probably maybe the nights at the end of September. But really, we're not really getting any cooler temperatures until at least October generally. So for me, this is the way that this particular version is done in an airy way, and I like to wear it in the heat. I do have the actual parfum version of this as well. And to me, that one is more suited for colder weather, whereas this one I like to wear year round, and I actually prefer it in the heat. Next up is one from Armani Privé, and this is Blue Turquoise. So this is a salty vanilla with incense and woodiness and black pepper. It's so interesting. So when I say salty vanilla, don't let that be the end of the story. It's definitely not like your basic oceanside vanilla fragrance. No, this has some oomph to it. It is interesting. It is beautiful. It lasts long, and it's perfect. To me, I prefer to wear it when it's warm, but it honestly can be worn year round because the depth in there just really kind of gives this fragrance a lot of kick, and it performs really well. And I think I'm going to really enjoy wearing it this month. The next fragrance I have is from Guerlain, and this is Oud Nude. So at this point, I think this is my favorite Guerlain fragrance. I love this fragrance. It is a oud fragrance, but it's Oud Nude. So it's a thin, prominent oud, but it's thin, it's musky, it has this cashmere type feel to it. There's something so sensual about this, and I love it. And I feel like this is a very versatile fragrance. I can wear it year round, I can wear it at night, I can wear it day. I've worn it to the gym. I just love this fragrance, and I'm happy to be putting it on the tray and just, not stop myself from using it, because this is one of those fragrances that it could be a signature scent for somebody who likes signature scents. Like, it's really that versatile and that good and that unique. The next fragrance I have is from Roja, and this is Lost in Paris. So this is a fragrance that is a gourmand leaning scent, but it has Grand Marnier in here. And to me, that is the special note in this fragrance. Like, if you smell Grand Marnier, it has a quite addictive smell to me. Grand Marnier is an orange liqueur. I think it's like an orange brandy liqueur. I don't know. Don't get me into line, okay, y'all? I don't know exactly the specifics on what it is, but I know how it smells. And this reminds me of that so much. So that Grand Marnier note is prominent. So this is sweet. It's kind of syrupy, but it's done in that very elevated Roja way. So this is an elevated gourmand scent that has that booziness to it, and it's just spectacular. And it's one that I actually keep in its box that it came in because it's such a special box. And so because of that, it's kind of like this special thing to me. And so I don't wear it a ton. Not that I save it for special occasions, but it's not one that I just like reach for to go to the gym. But I will wear it to bed sometimes if I want to, like. But pulling it out of the box and putting it on my tray, I just feel like it's going to make me reach for it more. And I'm just going to form new memories with it. So the next fragrance I have is from Fragrance Du Bois, and this is Santal Complet. So this fragrance is a creamy sandalwood scent, but it has like coconut in it as well. And that gives it a slight tropical lean. But honestly, this can be worn year round. It's so beautiful. It's soft. It is cozy without feeling heavy. And although the performance is not great on this, like it doesn't project a lot and all that, I have learned to love this anyway. Like, I don't care that it does not, like, everybody's not going to smell it on me. I can smell it on myself, and I love it, and it's beautifully done and so elegant, and again, not boring. Next up is from Amouage, and this is Sunshine Woman. So this is definitely an Ayesha fragrance. Like, I'm claiming that. I don't care who else wears it on YouTube. This is mine. I'm just kidding. But anyway, this is an osmanthus scent, but to me and to a lot of other people, the osmanthus comes off like an apricot in here. So you get that kind of jammy sweetness that you're used to getting in an apricot. And then there's other like white florals in the background, a slight bit of nuttiness, I think almond, maybe some sandalwood. But then the other like star note in this fragrance to me is the white tobacco. And that really takes this fragrance into a different realm. It's the thing that makes this fragrance really stand out, and also not a safe blind buy because of that white tobacco, I feel. But I just love the juxtaposition of the sweet girly florals. I shouldn't say girly, but like the sweet, to me, feminine florals juxtaposed with the white tobacco. And the tobacco is not super strong or spicy. It's not like a super spicy tobacco forward scent, but it's there and it's different and unique. And then the last fragrance to go on the tray for this month is Broceliande from Soradora. So this is a unique citrus scent. So to me, the citruses in here smell like probably lemon forward, but they kind of come off candied in a way. but at the same time, there's kind of an animalic musk underneath that and some woodiness. So although this could probably be considered like a citrus gourmand, the musk that's in here really takes this another route. And it makes it so unique. This is such an addictive fragrance to me. I love this fragrance. I feel like I've worn it a lot. Even though my dent doesn't look that big, I actually went through a sample and a decan of this before getting this bottle. And you can still see I have a visible dent, which for me doesn't happen easily because I have a large collection. I like to rotate my fragrances, so I'm never like running through bottles. But this is one of those fragrances that when I wear it, I feel like I could wear it all the time. Like, it is, to me, a very versatile scent. It could be a signature scent for somebody because I just feel like it works year round. It works day, night. I've worn this on a staycation before, and I think it was like the only fragrance I wore. And so now when I wear it too, it does remind me of that staycation. I had a great time. So I'm looking forward to wearing that some more this month. So that is my September tray. Let me know if you tried any of these fragrances. What do you think of them? Also, if you do fragrance tray videos here on YouTube, leave a link to it down in the comments. That way we can check you out. I think this is going to be a great fragrance month. Obviously, I will be wearing more than just these fragrances, but I am really excited to see like a tray full of loves that I get to look at all the time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. In the description box, I'll have links to everything that I mentioned, including the actual fragrance tray that I'm using. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. See you in my next one. Bye.